Welcome to the Tech Blog Writer Podcast, your guide to future tech trends and innovation in a language you understand. Now, over to your host, Neil Hughes.
A big warm welcome back to the Tech Blog Writer Podcast. Now, a few weeks ago, I met a lady called Jennifer Quinlan, and she's the CEO of a company called R2i. Now, the R2i exhibition booth was receiving a lot of attention at the Adobe Summit at the Venetian Hotel in Vegas, and I felt compelled to find out more. To cut a long story short, we recorded an interview, but hey, Vegas being Vegas meant that there is nowhere quiet, and in the end, I couldn't use the recording. But have no fear, due to the wonders of technology, we can do it all again. And one of the reasons I was so keen to make this happen is because R2i is a digital agency that's obsessed with delivering more through a relentless focus on combining data, insights and technology, but with a creative design to drive engaging and high-impact digital experiences. So buckle up and hold on tight as I beam your ears all the way to Maryland so we can speak with Jennifer Quinlan, CEO of R2i. So a massive welcome to the show, Jen. Can you tell the listeners a little about who you are and what you do?
Yeah, great. Well, thanks for having me, Neil. I appreciate it. So I'm the CEO of R2integrated, and R2i is we go by R2i. We're a full-service digital agency, and for us, we specialize, a lot of the work that we do specializes in leveraging technology and creative and user experience into sort of the digital activation and digital campaign world. So for us, right now, it's a great time because there's a lot of conversation around creating experiences and connections. So what we also focus on at R2i is we focus on primarily mid-market types of clients, and those clients across a number of industries, from high tech to industrial manufacturing to healthcare, and some obviously consumer-based work in retail and Fiserv. But those are the types of industries that we work in. And for us, it's a really great time also because we are, as a mid-market agency, we're a great size for many clients or brands that don't want your huge holding companies and sort of to work inside those worlds, or a small niche player. So we play on a national level, and for us, we tend to be the right size because we're a national player, but also we have the nimble and creative aspects of really getting up every morning and getting things done for our clients. So pretty exciting time.
Cool. Now, we did last meet at booth 311 at the Adobe Digital Summit in Vegas, and you had a great location there. So I've got to ask, one, did you return with any crazy Vegas stories? And two, was the event a huge success from an exhibitor point of view?
Yeah. So Vegas is always a fun time, but no crazy Vegas stories. We kept it all business, and it was a really great success for us. I mean, we had a lot of momentum. Obviously, as you had seen where we were in the summit location. So we had a lot of momentum. We talked, progressed a lot of key business initiatives with both clients and prospects. But overall, for us, I mean, it's really just it really felt like there was just a ton of momentum around what we're doing and the time that we have really in front of us with Adobe and creating experiences. So it was pretty exciting. And for us, it was just a really great conference.
Now, like you mentioned a few moments ago, R2i is a full-service digital agency. But for anyone listening to us hearing about R2i for the very first time, could you just help set the scene and expand on exactly what kind of problems you're solving for your customers right now?
Yeah. So we solve them in a number of different ways. So I'll just sort of give you the high level here. So we take technology, leveraging technology, and what we do is sort of the first way it comes to us is our clients would have the problem they're trying to solve for is they've got siloed and fragmented digital marketing capabilities. So what that does is it results in a really disconnected experience. So think about it like this, like online to an on-store experience. It doesn't feel the same way. So you can even see it from email to website to in-store. So what we're helping those organizations do is to connect the dots, I'll call it. So to create, instead of it being siloed and appearing differently, to have one brand experience. The other thing that we do and help our clients solve is they have technology and tools, but they're again disconnected. So I call it sort of fragmented, or they've got the land of broken toys. They've got a lot of them, but they need to be able to use them and leverage them in a more, in a way that they can actually be a consistent brand to their consumers. And so what's happening also with those is what we're seeing is when they have those things in play, they're struggling with lead and demand generation. So they're not able to speak to their customers in ways that it feels like they know them. So it seems sort of antiquated and unsophisticated. So what we're helping those organizations do is, one, solidifying the base in terms of what the technology is that they have, also creating better user stories and customer stories, so they're able to build their leads in their funnel, and they're able to bring them through the funnel and convert them into customers. So for us, being able to take the basis and foundation, I'll say, of technology, and then leverage how do you tell more relevant stories to those clients from awareness all the way through to conversion, it really is helping the brands that we work with create consistency and also see the results in their business in terms of the customers that they have.
Now, R2I was also named as an Adobe Partner of the Year a few years ago, so that must have been great to have actually been recognised for your work by a company like Adobe in that way.
Yeah, it is. It's great, and as you saw, it's a really competitive space. So we're really proud of it. We've had a long-standing partnership with Adobe and leveraging Adobe Experience Cloud. So for us, it's been great because they've been a great partner for us to collaborate with and also create real impact for our clients. So ultimately, the partnership has been very successful and one that we're really proud of. So I'll tell you that we're saying, I said to them during Summit, we want to be Partner of the Year again. So we're really focused on continuing to do great work with them.
So how does the Adobe Experience Cloud fit into your agency model and also what you offer to your clients? Yes,
it fits squarely. I think I describe it sometimes like sort of peanut butter and jelly, but absolutely right in the middle. So we leverage the Experience Cloud technology to drive and orchestrate a connected experience, also improving personalization. So Experience Cloud solves for a lot of the challenges our clients face around digital transformation and managing a connected customer experience. So these challenges are not unique, but you also can't solve them without marketing technology, right, or better technology. So the important aspect of what we're also doing is we're taking data to deliver personalization, and Adobe Experience Cloud is an important part of that. So we stand up the technology and implement it and turn it on, but then also over time what we do together with them is we also orchestrate better experiences and actually help our clients create better marketing efforts using their technology as the central nervous system of it.
So how are your clients using Adobe Experience Cloud solutions to actually help mature their marketing and customer experiences? And are they also across multiple industries too?
Yeah, they are. They are across multiple industries. So our clients range from healthcare systems to higher education universities to even billion-dollar manufacturing and real estate firms. So for brands like that we work with, like Atlantic Health Systems, University of Michigan, Enterprise, and even Pentair, they're implementing Adobe solutions to help create a better they're developing their marketing maturity and digital marketing maturity. So they're implementing the systems to be able to do that. They're also evolving. So a big aspect of what we're doing is our clients have had some sort of capability in the past, and what they need to do is they need to mature it. So they're taking their current systems and they're connecting the creative content and strategy and how they improve and reach and engage actually and convert their customers. So really, really important what these organizations are doing. The other thing they're doing, and we see this a lot of times in hospital systems and in other organizations where they've got product and basically a lot of brand work that they've done, and they're moving to be more customer centric. So they're able to better manage brand and assets across their systems. And so it's giving not just marketers control of assets and brand information, but also some of the other parts of those organizations that really need to understand what they can use and not use. So it's really enabling for them. It's enabling sort of a faster way to market and to communicate what those companies are in the businesses that they're trying to do. So our work with Experience Cloud fits very, very squarely in the maturity model and helping our clients mature their capabilities from a digital foundation.
So did you notice a real excitement or a desire to embrace getting into the experience business from visitors that came to your booth? Or was there any other kind of vibe you were getting from attendees this year?
Yeah, it's so absolutely. I would say the vibe this year was really great because it feels, the conversations have been about experience and customer experience for a long time. But I think where we are today is it's really real. It's not a conversation or a thought or being done by somebody else. It really is happening now, and the ability to create personalization and expand the role of media activation across the channel, it's where people are driving to and what they're talking about. And so we saw that really in full force at Summit. And that was pretty exciting for us because that's the DNA of who we are as a company. So for us, it feels like, as R2I, it feels that it's just really, we're right in our sweet spot.
Another big theme here, of course, is personalization. Would that be real-time personalization, hyper-personalization? So can I ask, can you tell me more about how you think personalization is helping to build those stronger customer relationships and ultimately faster business results too?
So think about it like this. We see it every day in just a lot of the experiences that we have with your bigger brands like an Amazon. Know me, understand me, talk to me like me. So what we are seeing is the personalization really driving a better understanding of who we are. In the hospital system work that we do, we know what that patient has come to the hospital system for, or they live in a community and we know what they're passionate about, so we're able to speak to them from an awareness perspective and personalize the digital efforts to them around, let's just say it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Or as an example, there's a new surgery center being opened up, and that's something that we're going to drive patients into. So there's just personalization is driving a stronger connection, one, to awareness and a community sense, but it's also driving conversion and understanding of a customer and where they are in the journey with the brand. And here's the important thing that it's doing. It's not a linear journey. So we're able to actually, the work that we're doing, we're able to help those organizations say, okay, I'm interested in this as I start to engage with your organization, but over time, my desires and changes and preferences evolve. So you're able to evolve in a more real-time and rapid scale to understand what I'm interested in and how I want to engage with your organization. So that is a common business problem that we solve for, and we solve for it obviously off the backs of the Adobe Experience Cloud, but what we do is we solve for it for what's the journey. So what am I going to speak to you about today, which I'm interested in, and how does that evolve over time? And that's an experience that's driven with creative and content, and also additional information that I'm engaging with the organization around. So I think it's evolution, and we really see very strong results from the personalization leveraging Experience Cloud.
So if we do have any business owners listening today and they're hearing a lot about the business, the experience business at the moment, and wondering how they can get involved, can you offer any specific solutions on how you're working to advance that experience business opportunity? Because that's exactly what it is, and it's an opportunity now. How are you helping businesses leverage that opportunity for your clients?
Yeah, so it is an opportunity, and I think it also, one of the questions that you had asked are around sort of the buzz. There's a lot of organizations that don't know where to start. So what we help them do is we help them understand where they are on that digital maturity scale. And there's a fair amount of disruption, as you probably heard, in this space. So you've got primarily B2B businesses that are really being disrupted and having to go B2B2C or B2C. So we're helping those organizations understanding what do they currently have and where do they want to go. And I call it sort of the crawl, walk, run of how they start to engage with their end consumers or customers, and also not disrupt, let's just say, a distribution channel that they have that's very important to their business. So we're working with organizations to do that because they've primarily been in that B2B space, and they need to go direct in some cases to consumer. So in their opportunity, it's a better conversation with the end customer, but they also have they have distributors that they work with, and they need to make sure that they're still satisfied and happy with the business that they're doing. So that's a real example that we're working with organizations around evolving their maturity. In other industries, we see that they have a reasonable amount of maturity, and they've been working in a digital world for a period of time. And what they're looking to do is take their next evolution. So for them, it's, okay, we've got a base set of maturity and capability, but we really want to turn it up and run faster and have a much more personalized experience. So in that case, that's a fun challenge too, because we're creating different journeys, and we're helping them to communicate and orchestrate and truly personalize their experience with the customer and consumer. So again, it could be more of a base maturity that we're helping evolve. And then there's let's just really dial it up and create a better personalized experience and activate that customer in a much more robust way for brands to actually, grow their work, grow their brand.
So if we do have any cynical or non-believers out there, I mean, why do you think that customer experience really does lead to those better market results? And it really is much more than just another buzzword.
I said earlier, the buzzword is reality now. Yeah. So we want brands, or we want the companies that we engage with to know who we are. We expect that they know who we are. So as brands are challenged with how to solve for that problem, I think it's you could be a cynic about it, but I think the reality is when I engage with an organization, I want them to have some base level of information about who I am and where I am in my stage of life and what I buy from them and what I'm interested in, because otherwise I'm just, I'm the faceless person that buys their product. So that we are no longer in that world. We're not in an anonymous world anymore. We're in a world where we want to be engaged with and known to some degree. And that's a balance of being known, as we all know, and not feeling like it's too personal. But I think the reality is here, candidly, and experience is not a buzzword. I think what's important is actually evolving and creating and the ability to connect the dots better, and to continue to evolve the conversation with with your customer.
So if there is anyone listening that's really interested or intrigued by what we've spoken about today and wants to find out more information on how you can help, what's the best way of reaching out to a member of your team, and also your website details?
Yep. So www.R2integrated.com. So we'd love to hear from many of your listeners that are looking to evolve their capabilities and maturity in digital marketing, and certainly the ability to be able to personalize better. So looking forward to it.
Fantastic.
Give us a call.
Well, a huge thank you for coming on today. I love what you said there a few moments ago about evolving and creating to join up the dots, because essentially as consumers we all want to be treated as unique individuals and not get those generic emails for, do you want to buy a pair of jeans or a holiday outfit when you bought your holiday outfit 3 weeks ago, And these are just little things and little areas of improvements that can really make our life so much easier. But a big thank you for coming on and sharing that story today.
Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate it, and I appreciate the time. It was great to talk to you.
It seems to me that R2I is both a full-service digital agency, but also an independent agency, and that's what helps them stand out as a differentiator with clients who may be evaluating options across boutique firms and global holding companies. But it's this focus on combining data, insights, and technology with creative design that actually drives engaging and high-impact digital experiences. And that is what I find quite inspiring, and think that the gang over there are ahead of their time. But do you have any experience in this field? I mean, I think Jennifer hit the nail on the head when she said many people know what they want to do, but not how to start. So if that's the case, how has today's episode helped you? As always, let me know. You can email me techblogwriter@outlook.com or tweet me at Neil C. Hughes. But hey, I'm off to catch a plane to San Francisco for the Aptus Accelerate event. So if you are in town, let me know. We could grab a coffee or maybe just fight off the seagulls together while eating a clam chowder. Either way, let me know. But all that's left for me to say is a big thank you for listening. And until next time, don't be a stranger.
Thanks for listening to the Tech Blog Writer Podcast. Until next time, remember, technology is best when it brings people together.